G'day mate, welcome back to Captain Industry with me, Jetty. Today's episode, we need to fix a few problems. A few problems I may have overlooked when I rushed into retirement. I tried to become a chicken farmer. I tried to give up on island management and move to a simpler life, and it just didn't go well. I've actually created a whole bunch of problems that we need to sort in today's episode. At the same time, as always, I need to thank you guys for the lovely comments, all the likes on the videos. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Probably should check that right now. And also need to give a big shout out and a big thank you to those that go above and beyond. And today we're going to be thanking Mr. Red-Eyed Sniper. Red-Eyed Sniper, who chose to become a YouTube member, chose to keep the channel ad free, get rid of those damn mid-rolls, and we've actually sent him off to the iron mine. Because I may have overlooked and ignored an issue that popped up last episode where we emptied out all the iron. That's mainly due to the fact that we're scraping the sides. There's still plenty of iron here. Like, we're not short or anything yet. We're just digging through some of the more useless crap. So I need to set up a few trucks here. We could go dig at the ramp, but honestly, I sort of want this gone. So we're going to work on getting this gone. At the same time, when this is finally gone, we're going to get access into the side of it via the limestone mine, which, could take a minute. And then I'm pretty sure we're going to get access, rather than trying to bring the sand mine out to get access out here, we're going to go through iron into sand. I think that's going to be the long-term plan. But that's the long-term plan. Today's episode, I need to do a few things. One, now we have mega excavators down here and mega dump trucks. They fill up one of these in, 2 loads. So I am going to build these containers and remove these containers. These are already set up with advanced logistics. We're just upgrading the container size. That's all it is. We are going to get an error message, which we're going to make go away. And once these are empty, deleted, we won't get the error message anymore. First problem solved. Next problem is we have a low supply of construction parts. We know. I'm burning through them, and as you can see, I've Unity boosted a few things because we're about to burn through a whole lot more of them. Speaking of burning through things, I want to jump to research. I do want to get sugarcane and medical supplies as future research. Okay, if we're going to do medical for the people, which we probably should do, we should probably just go straight to medical supply too. So that's going to be one of the things we want to grab. At the same time, I also need to send out Mr. Shippy Shippy. Mr. Shippy Shippy is missing from the dock because we're going to go and deal with some pirates. We have a pirate here at 430, a pirate here at 470, and I'm just going to tell him to go attack the one at the rear. It means he's going to work his way through the first one into the second one, which means I don't have to worry about him for, in theory, twice as long. Okay, next on our list is farms. We have a problem with not enough chicken feed, and the best way to fix that is to have more wheat and more corn. The best way to do that is, there's a couple of ways we can do that. First thing we're going to do is, we're going to upgrade these to a greenhouse. Greenhouse is going to give us a couple of bonuses. One, it's going to mean they're going to produce 25% extra food. The catch is they're going to need 13% extra water and also 13% extra fertility. If you want more details about farming, I did do a farming tutorial video a couple of days ago. I'll link that up the top right hand corner. Also, it'll be obviously pinned down in the comment section below. Do recommend you check that out. The other thing we can do is we're putting the nice fertilizer into, the potato farms, which are often maxed out. So we're going to put the organic one in there instead, and we're going to put the nice fertilizer into the greenhouses, making us, into this line, giving us the wheat and the corn that we actually need. So next up, we need to, as we still have full potatoes, I decided we're going to do something about the potato problem. Rather than just sitting and rotting in the field, we're going to take our potatoes, and I'm going to bring them out to this tile, and then after they get there, we're going to bring them over and I'm going to plug them into here, which is going to obviously put potatoes that we can't eat and we can't put in storage over here into our mix line of our wheat and our corn, which is fine as long as we deal with it. So that's my plan, my next plan. I may need to make sure we're going to deal with it, and to deal with it, we're going to remove you two. We're going to get you out of the way. Out of the way, please. We're going to put in yet another filter. Can I build that? And we're going to have you filter our potatoes. And we're going to take our taters and we're going to put them on this belt. Now, the reason we're putting them on this belt is once they go on there, they'll come along here. they'll go into this merger, and then they can be fed into the mixers. And the mixers we're just going to set up with being able to do potatoes as well. So rather than rotting in the field, they can at least become animal feed, because that box is very empty. At the same time, I'm going to upgrade a couple of belts that I missed earlier, obviously. And I did move this balancer up here so we can make sure we priority out, and eventually set a, well, dump to get rid of any excess, because I still cannot let this back up. It cannot back up. It's mission critical that it doesn't back up. Okay, so we explored one area. We found 16 people. Hooray. We explored another area and we found loot. I need to bring Mr. Shippy all the way home then, because we don't have fuel to go anywhere else. And on our way back, we'll stop here and we'll drop off some materials for, again, future episodes. Just planning ahead. Also going to have to turn off growth pause. Actually going to turn on some recycling edicts. Yeah? Okay. Because we have, well, yeah. Like, get back. What's that? Actually, where is the recycling depot? Sidetracked. 5 minutes in the episode. That'll take us up to 70% recycling efficiency at the cost of more household goods. But then again, household goods are maxed out. And we're producing, hang on, how many we're producing, just so I know? 8, so that's 16, that's 32. We're producing 40, and with the boost on, we need 38. Okay, 38 is fine. That's a number I can live with. All right, let's go look at those. They're done. Okay, so with the farms, the new greenhouses, we've gone from 5.9 and 5.3 up to 7.5 and 6.6. Also, our water need has gone from 35 up to 39. The fertility has also gone from 8.1 up to 9.4. The fertility, not that bad. Do remember, fertility affects the overall yield, so it could be really bad. Also, whilst we have a mix of 2 different fertilizers in here, the average is still slowly getting up to 2. Once it gets to 2, it's all nice and happy and hunky-dory. Okay, so today I need to do something about, well, this. Actually, no, I need to do something about this first. We have these guys mining. They're just trying to clear out the back corner for more building space. And they're linked to, well, these 2 tiny little boxes plus these larger boxes back here. What I want to do is I want to consolidate them, and I want to bring them up a little bit closer. So I have this new tower, which we use the lovely copy command, so I can copy details from tower to tower. Such a great feature. And I'm going to remove everybody off here, 5 and 3, and I'm going to assign them to this one instead. So 3 plus 5 plus everybody plus everybody plus everybody. Cool. We're just going to reassign them one tower to the other. It just means they don't have to drive as far to dump things. Ship has been repaired. Can I get you to deliver cargo there? All right. Just saving on some transportation, some diesel, because we're going to start having diesel problems shortly. Which, actually, no, one more thing I need to do. We need to look at these guys really quickly. So, I need to look at water in general. So, we have these desalination plants, which is what we're building today. And for round figures, we're going to call these guys outputting 50 water, because it just simplifies the maths. So, these are made in batches of 4. And the reason they're made in batches of 4 is one boiler provides enough steam to run 4 of them. Okay, one boiler also consumes the water output from one of them. So if I have a stack of 4, 3 of them are actually making clean water. 1 is just maintaining the system. And we just use a balancer to, circulate the water around, make sure it feeds itself first, and then the excess water gets kicked out. But I have several batches here. I have a batch here that has 150, being these 3, plus another batch here doing another 150. So we got 600 clean water here, plus another 600 clean water here, plus we get a little bit from exhaust scrubbing, a few other things. Also, every batch of 4 of these needs 2 pumps and 2 dumps. Okay, it needs 2 pumps to bring in enough seawater, and then it needs 2 dumps to get rid of enough brine. But we have 150, 300, 600 clean water here. And where's that 600 clean water going? Well, first thing it's going to is it's going into the people. Now, the people they're consuming almost 200 clean water in. In saying that, ship is delivered to settlement. Go there through, what's this? It's a column line. Yeah, we'll just steamroll right through that. They need, say, 200 clean water in. I know I'm rounding left, right, and center. It's perfectly fine. We just need some rough figures. They're using about 200 water. They're also outputting 100 and almost 60 wastewater. Now, we process 160 wastewater into 120 clean water, which actually means if we take the 120 clean water off this, they're only using about 70 clean water. So of my 300 clean water, 70 of it's disappearing to there, which means I still have like 230 left over. That brings us into our chicken farms. Our chicken farms are using 20 each, so it's 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. You guys are using another 10, so we'll call that 130. You guys use water? Yes. 130, 140, 150. You guys need water as well, so 160, 70? 70, 80, 180 water, roughly. Of the 300 minus the 70 is, what's that? I had 300, we subtracted 70, that's 230, and then we just took another 180 off. I've got not a lot of water left. That's, I think, is the bottom line. Not a lot of water left, which means this tank fluctuates up and down an awful lot, okay? When it's raining, if it's recently been raining, everything's fine. If it's dry and everything's dried out, all these guys kick in, all the irrigation tanks empty. We come down to, well, of course all the pipes are full. Of course, when I need an example, all the pipes are full. But we're having problems with water, okay? We're having problems with water into the chicken farms. We're having problems with water everywhere. So what I've decided is we're going to add a few more systems. I'm going to add another, well, 300, 600 water to the system. Now, to get that, I'm going to need to burn a lot of coal. And as you can see, I've blueprinted everything out because actually running the pipes, copying and pasting these builds takes seconds. That's the easy part. Getting the pipes to sort of run in some sort of mess that makes sense. No, I can do that. I can do that trade. Okay, I don't need to deliver more parts. Go to you really quickly. Cancel. Yeah, I needed... No, I do need to. Okay, all right. Just trying to prep for future episodes at the same time and not skip out on them. So I'm consuming a lot of water. I need to have more water. In fact, that's already dropped by like 700 units in the last couple of minutes. So I need to add more water. So I blueprinted them out. I've set up all the pipes going in the right direction because that's the boring part. The fun part is trying to work out how this is going to get to there, because it basically all has to go there. It also has to pass through this area, which, by the way, because we don't have a proper balancer, means this water pipe doesn't always have enough water in it. Like we already said, we're pulling off like 170. It means if it ain't full, we start having people start running out of water on different projects. So we need to upgrade a few things. At the same time, one thing I do want to mention very, very quickly is we're using 158.7, outputting 158.7 wastewater. We've only designed the system currently to take in 160. If we go over 160, it's going to start backing up. When it starts backing up, people are going to start getting very sick very quickly. I'm going to have a mass death. I don't want to deal with a mass death. So what I want to do is, I was always planned out to do this, just was not thrown in that episode, wants to put in a little tank here. Now, the reason I need a little tank here is I need an alarm. That's all I really need. I need an alarm to say, hey, we're having a problem with wastewater. I need an alert. Notify me if you're greater than 25% full. As soon as I know you're greater than 25% full, I can turn on the other wastewater plant. Now, I don't want to turn it on just yet. A couple of reasons. One, it's going to cost maintenance. Two, it's going to cost power and people. And three, I also need to turn on these guys as well, which... yeah, that pipe is definitely in the wrong direction. Solved. So I need to turn on a couple of different things. So I'd like to leave it off for as long as possible, and we can turn it on as soon as we need to. At the same time, I could just turn on one of these. Like, they're very cheap. They're bugger all maintenance, bugger all power, bugger all people. But I could just turn on one of these, and then when I get another notification, turn on a second one, because it means obviously the system's backing up in sludge, and then a third. But we don't have to worry about that for right now. You are fully loaded, Mr. Ship. We're gonna make a... oh, you must be waiting for repair as well. Okay, so plan is to turn all this on, and we're going to talk about a couple of things. is that set up correctly? No. Can I drag this out like 3 more tiles? All right. I need to talk about a whole bunch of things when it comes to this. Oh, yeah, right tower. So first off, as you can see, I have my pumps and dumps very close to one another. This is the patent pending pump and dump method, brought to you by yours truly, JD, because this is what I need for one of these originally. Okay, I need 4 pumps and 4 dumps, which, as you can see, took up a significant amount of the coastline. What you can do is, if you have an artificial coastline, it has to be made out of rock. Reason it has to be made out of rock is, let's pick somewhere where the ships are not going to try and dump, is because it falls very steeply straight down. If we look at natural coastline follows a much more gentle approach when entering the sea. I need to have the maximum drop as quickly as possible. Also, a nice straight coast definitely helps. So I can put a dump as far out forward as possible, and then put a pump right up there. There we go. It's over. It's blocking. So there, and then the next one will go right there, plus 1 tile. Yeah. So then the next dump can go hard up against it, and rinse and repeat. So this has been played out for a long time with the pump and dump method to, you know, making sure we're going to waste as little room as possible. But I need to get all this built. Okay, I also need to get all of this built. Nope, there are some things here we're not building. Namely, I have an extra pump and dump right here in the middle. These are not actually utilized. I could have tied them, pulled one off here and one off here and used these two. I thought to myself, you know what? They're in an awkward spot. We'll save them. We'll just leave them not built, and we may possibly use them in the future. What for? I don't know, but we may possibly use them in the future. Can I get that built, plus that built, plus that built? I need to set a recipe for you, and you, and you, and you. Okay, so a couple of things when it comes to this. One, that pipe needs to be made, obviously. All right, a couple of things when it comes to this new setup. Are you repaired yet? I'm going to assume you are. Yeah, deliver cargo. Okay. Couple of things is, one, the first system we dealt with exhaust. Okay, we pumped the exhaust over here to convert the exhaust into, well, the exhaust and some water into sulfur, carbon dioxide, air pollution, cuts down our overall air pollution. Also, does give us a little bit of extra sulfur, which we can turn to slag and dump into the sea. We also get extra low pressure steam. The low pressure steam for this guy, for the 24 water he brings out 24 low pressure steam. We actually run it over here and here, and I get 24 water twice, so it actually becomes positive 24 water, which, as we're building a water system, sounds like a great idea to me. That means that of this system, one of these runs 5 boilers, because it consumes 180 exhaust. These guys output 36 exhaust each, so I can do 5. It means the first one of the new system, because this already had 4, got tied in the old system. The new one, which I only have 3 now, needs a new exhaust scrubber, so we need to build that as well. First off, we're going to start with the simple things, and that's going to be a coal bucket. I'd like to... How many construction parts do we have? I have 800. Okay. We're going to go straight to a big coal bucket, which I'm going to put... Not there. I hope that's the right spot. I'm going to have a big coal bucket, because this is sort of mission critical, okay? Not only does this coal and therefore water provide... Really? Move. Okay. Not only does this system provide clean water to the housing, it also provides clean water to the farms. So, sort of mission critical item. Consequently, I'm going to bring this belt, because we're going to have to upgrade all the belts to have a higher throughput of coal generally. Height 2, it turns out. And you know what? Can I just hit that connector? Just dead straight on? I don't know, height 3. Turns out I can. Alright, so we're going to get our first coal bucket up and running. At the same time, something I've been doing for a while now is I put a small coal bucket behind it and just set it up to accept coal. That way, if somebody's running around with excess coal and they've got nowhere to put it, they now have somewhere to put it. Also means I'm going to delete that straight away. And as this is all pretty time critical for this episode, we're going to set you to priority 1 so you get empty in a hurry. Oh, One other thing I should mention, and I forgot to do it, is we're at 192.2 water. Oh shit, we're over 160. It'll be fine. I need to upgrade this pipe, because that pipe can only do a maximum of 200 water in. But I'm gonna go over that very, very shortly. That alarm hasn't gone off. What do I need? 90. We'll leave it for a second. Okay, you're gonna have an alarm set up straight away. Great, that's fine. I want to remove you, plus you, plus you, and I also want to remove this coal belt here. Because I have... This is going to be the best part. I have to get 4 pipes of water over there somewhere. How? Okay, so what areas do we have? Has low supply of coal. Yep, we're looking at that right now. Has no place to dump products. Oh, wow. Okay, you guys are done. All right, so we have been trying to hem this in for a little while. Turns out I hemmed it in perfectly. This is the official edge of the map. You can tell because bad things happen. Had I known that that was the edge of the map and that's what it would look like, I would have probably stepped everything 1 tile back. But I didn't, so here we are. I need to assign you to start dumping from there to there. And then assign your friend to dump from here to here. Yes, so what we're going to do is we plan on extending the farms out, okay? I plan on bringing the farms all the way down here and then working on the next row. To do that, I need to fill in all this, and we're going to be filling all this in with just rock to height 1. From height 1 to height 2, I'll actually fill it in with dirt, because I need dirt to actually plant farms on, because this is all going to be farmland. But for the moment, we're just going to fill it in with, well, a lot of rock. An awful lot of rock to get us started, and then we'll work out the other stuff later. Okay, could not store all wheat after harvest. Okay, is that a belt throughput problem? It could possibly be. It doesn't look it, but it could be. We might just be at the point, like, we are bringing a certain amount of corn off. Actually, you know what? We'll remove this bucket, because this bucket doesn't do anything. And we'll remove you as well, because you also don't do anything. Wait. And we'll upgrade you to the next speed. Now, there is a problem. The devs have said it. The U-shaped sorters have some limitations to throughput. I'm not sure exactly what the limitation is and how it works yet. I will probably run some videos, and we'll probably have an upcoming video at some stage explaining what the limitation is and find out whether the devs are going to fix this on it first. But yeah, it looks like we've just hit a belt limit, maybe. Maybe that's the issue. And I do have ways around it, but it's not something I want to worry about right now. All right, back to this problem. Okay. All right, so what I need to do is I need to get this system up and running. Now, actually, first thing we need to do is, I need to remove you. You're still being empty. Can I set you to priority 9 so you just empty from there to there? That's literally all I need you to do. One thing I do need to do is I need to plug coal back in here. I want to pause. I want to remove those bits of pipe and spend uni on it, because I just want to clean up this corner at the same time. I don't know why it looks like that in the first place, but we're going to do that. Okay. Actually, hang on. You're making how much water? 300. No, that's 450 pipe. That's fine. All right. I need to grab this belt and I need to bring it up to, well, under the bridge. And then realistically, anything on this side of the build is out of my way. So I'm going to have you up and reach around, because I want as many tiles clear as possible to get, well, more pipes and stuff through and under here, because there's still a number of things that need to be run. All right, so that'll fix that problem. That's now empty. Excellent. All right, next thing we need to do is I need to... Let's get the water in. No, actually, let's work on the exhaust scrubber. So the pipe's already set up. This is clean water. This is clean water. This is steam into these two, which are going to run on the low pressure recipe from the exhaust scrubber. And then that is a, I don't know. What is that? Oh, that's the exhaust pipe. That's the exhaust pipe. So I need to get a second exhaust scrubber in. So first thing we're going to do is remove you. And now, unfortunately, whilst this is missing, we can't scrub exhaust. Whilst we can't scrub exhaust, this system shuts down, which is problematic. Very, very, very problematic. So we're going to keep things moving quickly and efficiently and get this done in a bit of a hurry. Okay, I want to move that chimney to there because I still need 2 chimneys because you output 72 carbon dioxide and a chimney only consumes 60. Second thing I want is another one of these, and I'm hoping if I put it there and then put chimneys like that, both plugged into a connector, because connectors have unlimited throughput, we should be okay. If I bring the sulfur out to here, that's the somewhat easy part. Okay, this is going to require 24 clean water in. Now, I have a balancer right here that is the output from this bank, I think. Yeah, this bank, which means I can definitely steal some water off it. So we're going to plug into here and into there. Keep that short, sweet, simple. I do have to make sure it's a priority out as well to make sure water goes in here, because if this doesn't have water, then it can't process the exhaust. If it can't process the exhaust, we'd lose 300, 600 water for the cost of 24 of not being prioritized. So we definitely prioritize first. Next thing we're going to need is, that's the steam, that's the exhaust. So steam, I need you to go away. Steam. I'm hoping, yeah, quick remove. I'm hoping I can get steam out. Yeah, it's awkward around here. It's fine. It's a bit of a tight build. It's a bit of a tight build with a whole lot of pipe spaghetti. This is one of the reasons I did a lot of the blueprinting off screen, because it's just a bit of a nightmare in here. It's all infrastructure built on infrastructure, like most cities. That'll be our exhaust, our steam out the rear of this machine. So that means I still need to get the exhaust pipe in, which which should be as easy as, let's go with that tile. Incompatible. Well, just flow it the other direction. Sheesh. Actually, can I just come straight to the right? Can I go this way first and then go under? Can I go that way at height 1? Just so we're keeping these... Oh, okay. There. Sure. Yeah. That'll do us. Alright, so that'll be our exhaust. We're going to build all of that. I still need a bucket to put sulfur in, which we're going to put here, because obviously I still need to get coal deliveries in here. This is going to be another big concern we have, because we have big trucks. How many parts do I have? 900. Can I upgrade that because it's full, and upgrade that because it's getting, well, it's full as well. And what's Mr. Shippy doing? We delivered there. We now have that. 610. Okay, I'm not visiting you. We've visited you. 610. I'm not visiting you. 610. Okay, we're just going to go and have a chat to them then. All right. Yeah, because we have mega trucks around here, everything has to be with bridges. I have to be very, very much concerned about transportation and getting vehicles in and out. So we're just going to build that to there. Which means that, yeah, I need to make sure that all my pickups and drop-offs are definitely accessible, which is slowly becoming more and more awkward. As we have coal here and we have a bridge going over there to going to the other side of the settlement, this is going to be accessible for at least a little while, I hope. In hindsight, let's build that and remove that. Alright, see, chicken farm, not enough water. This is the problem we're having, which means... I haven't started dying off yet. Yeah. And funnily enough, it's raining, which should add water to the fields. Yeah, we have a bit of a water deficit. Okay, so with that done, the next thing I have to do is I have to prime these systems. So, each balancer needs to priority back into the boilers first to make sure they have enough water. Can I get a priority in and a priority in? Yes. Okay. Also, when it comes to these systems, the quickest and easiest way to prime them is if you have access, turn truck import on. If a truck can come over and drop off the water, then... I wonder if I can just tell you to go there and force your way through the pirates. Go home. We'll find out. So this settlement had a couple of contracts and gold for microchips. That's a while away. Also, we can donate to them so I can buy people, just in case we have a need to buy more people. I do like buying people. It's just so much easier. All right. So yes, I'm going to turn you water import on, and you're prioritized back into the two boilers first, being this skinny pipe and this skinny pipe. I tend to build the boilers with skinny pipes. One, because I don't need anything bigger. Two, because when you look at this balancer in 20 hours from now, you're like, oh, skinny pipes, they're probably the boilers. Big pipes, probably not boilers. And yes. So hopefully the truck will be along, eventually drop off some water. With that done, I need to prime this system. Best way for me to prime this system is to plug water into this pipe somehow. Seawater, you would be steam. You're not running, never mind. What's that pipe? What is that pipe? Oh, that's the clean water back from these guys. We've added that back into that system. Okay, in that case, let's grab a pipe from there, and I just plug it into that connector for 1 minute. Just to confirm, copy you out. Yes, you have clean water on the outside. Okay, so I just need to have enough to prime this system, which means I just need to fill it up. Like, it just needs to have 48 water in it. That's all it needs. So we're just going to build a temporary pipe, hook it up, get some temporary water in there. After we've done that, it should be running forever. I saw a vehicle go past. Okay, so we can set you back to auto. Has Mr. Shippy Ship made it home? You have. Okay. Can I tell you to just go there? I can. So, in theory, this shouldn't be possible. It shouldn't work this way. But I'm pretty sure if I just tell you to go there... Come on. Come on. Come on. You should just travel up and around and go through the pirates with a battle score of 610, which means we probably can't beat them. Alright, we'll find out. Okay, you are all fired up. Great. We can remove that pipe. Alright, so, and I don't need that knob sticking out the end. You've got to get rid of your knobs. Cannot leave knobs hanging around. So, this means that this should be primed, and if we click on that pipe in there, we can see we have clean water, which will flow back in and get that boiler running, and same with this boiler, it's also running. Perfect. One thing I will have to do is each one of these is going to consume 20 coal for round figures. So it's 20, 40, 60, which means the belt feeding it can't be a 60 belt. Well, it can be a 60 belt to there, but this is now 80, which means I need to upgrade you going backward, and then upgrade you going backward, and upgrade you going backward, and upgrade you going backward. Okay. Now means I have 200 coal coming in here. Now I'm using 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160. Ouch. Ship in battle. So we took a lot of damage. Over half health. But we won. We won. Location explored. We found another settlement. We're exploring the settlement right now. Okay. We won. We won. That's all that matters. All right. So I have 2 pipes. I need to take one of them, and I want to get you under the bridge. Okay, under this bridge here. The other good news is I don't really care where this pipe runs. This is all giant piping infrastructure. So as long as you run, we call it a good deal. I don't want you to... I've got R mode on so you don't connect to things. There to there to there to... Sure, here. To there... Can I actually, can I? Here. Yeah, that'll do me so far. Can I get you down at, oh, I can get you down to ground level. Okay. Because I can get you down to ground level, I can bring you out here. Okay. And pipes twist much better than belts do, so it's always better to run the belts as cleanly as possible and then have the belt pipes. The pipes do whatever's left over. Okay, so we're going to bring you out to there. We're going to bring you down to ground level. We're just going to bring this pipe straight through. Not even going to think about it. It's going to go straight through to here till we get to this mess. Okay. What are you doing? You are in control of that, and that. Alright, I do not want that, or that anymore. So we're just going to Unity remove those guys. I'm going to set you to priority 1 because it's 1 rock. God, lazy trucks. Alright, we're going to bring you up because I like that. This, I need to disconnect. Yeah, I need to disconnect that. Alright, I also probably need to take a chunk out of that belt and a chunk out of that belt so we get this pipe through. Can we get that done as well? Of course I cut them to different lengths. Why would I cut them the same length? Why? Okay. Height 2 to there. Height 2. Whoop. Height 2 to there. Cool, they got the same curve. We're going to bring the pipe through to this corner. Seems that's the tile I chose to go down on. Nope, 1 tile past that. Okay, and here, and you're in the way. Are you done? You are done. Okay, so pipe number 1, we're going to plug into this tank. Now, if I just plug everything in the tank, it should serve as sort of like a load balancing. It won't, well, it sort of will be ideal and won't be ideal all at the same time. That's going to bring the pipe all the way back to there. Perfect. All right, so that's 1 pipe done, which alleviates the water for the farms. Farms should be fine now. Okay, location has been explored. We found a settlement, great. And that's as far that way as I can see. Okay, we need to come home because I don't think we can see anything else, and that's as far as we're going to get that direction. All right, next up we have the other water pipe. Now, don't forget this does 300 water. 300 water we're going to be plugging into the chicken farms and everything else. So we're using 10, 20, 40, 60, 80, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140. If you guys were all running, there'd be 150, 160, 170, 190. 190 water. So, the pipe that's coming in, that's bringing in 300 water, has been shrunk down to not a lot left. But it's okay. We're going to choose to run the pipe in anyway. What are you in charge of, my control tower? You're in charge of that dumping zone, which is down to 3 tiles. Of course it is. You're in my way. That's my issue. And I don't really want to destroy you and rebuild you for 3 tiles. Although, all 3 tiles are pretty much done. Actually, I need another one anyway. Never mind. You can choose to exist again. We're going to put you there. We're going to copy and paste, which just makes my life so much easier. It gets all the advanced logistics. We're going to edit area, assign that to that. It's still assigned to rock. Great. Remove you. I know I don't technically need to build them because they're a dumping zone, but I've found issues if they're not built. What can't you reach? Eggs. Eggs, you say? I need to make sure eggs are switched off. Cool. What else can't you reach? The excavator? Yeah, he looks like he's ridden up a hill. We good now? Cool. Alright. Not enough housing settlements. Ah, we brought back people! Upgrade. Okay. Which then means growth pause. Alright. Boat. Boat. How damaged is Mr. Boat? Not too bad, actually. Not as bad as I thought he would be. Alright, we are going to get you to remove faster. Alright, so we're going to take this pipe. Now, I did mention big trucks, I did mention ramps. It's perfectly valid. We're going to be having to plan for big trucks and big ramps throughout the future. But, in the meantime, anywhere where I can run a pipe up and above, I will. because it makes sense. There's no point in blocking off traffic for the smaller trucks that can get underneath. Can I get you to go to... I've got shift mode on. Okay. Unpause the game. If you hold down shift, when you first pick up a belt or a pipe and start building it, it enables shift mode and it's permanently on. And the only way to turn it off is by pressing shift to turn it off rather than pressing shift to turn it on. I find this really frustrating. Okay, just in case you're curious, really frustrating. So yeah, there's no point in blocking off the little trucks if you don't have to, so we're not going to. We're going to choose to run pipes up in the air if I can, and yeah, that guy needs to, well, just go away. Go away is the easy answer. Remove. Okay, so we just need you to go from there to there. With that done, we can plug that pipe in, make sure it's all built, and then we have the joyous task of toggle, upgrade. Toggle, upgrade, toggle, that means we just get the two built, and upgrade, 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 toggle, upgrade, moors, yes, so everybody's running out of water. Sure, we did cut off the water pipe, but you know, everybody's running out of water anyway. I just need to upgrade this main trunk line. The side lines, actually, hang on, use 8. That's 16, 8, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. 8 sixes of 56, so no, a 60 water, 60 pipe is fine. All right, we're going to upgrade all those pipes, that one with a belt there. That explains so many issues, and hopefully we can get the next pipe through here as well. It is one tile into the curve and then down to ground level. It's nice when they all match, and into there. We don't really need either. They'll empty it eventually. Priority 15 means they'll get to it eventually. Alright, with that done, we have plenty of water, finally. We also have people sneezing on one another. Yeah, people are sneezing on one another. I want to get medical up and running, but it's going to take some time. Which now means chicken feed. Do we have... we have chicken feed. Hang on. A few chickens may have lost some lives. Yeah, alright. So we're going to have to wait to see what happens with the chicken feed. Whether it stays. It's going already. Alright. Which means we're going to, you know, upgrade some farms. We have the water now. I can upgrade farms fairly freely. Population, 2 workers available. That could be an issue. You know what? It's just easy to go out to the world map. Nope, I can't buy from you yet. Or you. Or you. Or you. I can buy from you. And from you. That'll probably do us. Actually, we have labs we're about to turn off. Problem sorted. Alright, with labs turned off, everything else done, we have plenty of water now. It is a longer episode, but it involved a lot of piping. It also means I don't have to worry about water out here for a little while. I am going to have to worry about coal, because we just added another 20, 40, 60, 80 coal onto a system that already burnt 80 coal per minute. So this is going through 160 coal per minute by itself. Yup. That's going to be another issue we're going to have to come back to in the future. And the alarm hasn't gone off yet. So we're back to down on 156. It'll fluctuate up and down, depending on, you know, which women happen to be having a shower at the time. Because I still find that the women in, at least my household, use more water than the men do. Anyway, I'm going to leave this episode here. We've got a certain amount done. I think next episode, I'm not sure. Power. Actually, you might come back next episode and find out the power plant has doubled. Because we're teetering on the edge. We did just add... what are these? These are 40 kilowatts each. So that's 40, 80, 160, 320, 640. Yeah, I added half a megawatt worth of power in one episode. Yeah, so you'll probably find next episode that power's been beefed up a little bit. But with all that said, I'm going to call this episode here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next episode where we continue on with many projects. Many projects doing many things. All right, that's it. We're out. See you next one. Bye.